Yeah, he was extraordinary tonight. In the other 3 years that he's played against us, he's never really hurt us. And he careered and played great. And sometimes you just got to tip your hat to somebody. We didn't have an answer for him. He played really well, really well.
With them doubling Romeo like that, is that something obviously I guess you guys are prepared for?
Yeah, I mean, other kids are going to have to step up. You know, that's the thing. If Coyle's going to continue to play like that, he's going to get the same treatment. You know, if one guy's going to get that many points, but he took us off guard. We really weren't prepared for that, thinking that he was going to be able to score that many, because he never has. I don't know what he scored against us before, but I'll dare say it not much more than 14 or 15 points. I don't think I'll be wrong. So he was awesome. But we've only had a couple weeks to practice and get ready for things. We don't really have anything in our repertoire called boxing one or anything yet, so we definitely might have to go work on that. Or, you know, I was telling him to go double team finally. It only took me after he had about 30 to decide to send somebody else after him. So they did that with Romeo from the word go. But, you know, we're used to that, but yet I don't think we were very effective in attacking that double team. But, again, whenever somebody runs a couple, 2 or 3 guys at him, other guys are going to have to step up. I know people are like, well, you got to figure out a way to get him the ball back. Well, if they got 2 or 3 people around him all the time, I think you got to figure out a way for other guys to make layups and just go win. And we didn't do great at it, but we did all right. I mean, we still found open shots. We still won by double figures. I mean, it took an effort like Coyle's to make this a game. I mean, if he doesn't have 38, if he has 20, you know, I mean, 16, but he played so well that I think that's why it was such a great game and why it took us a while to open up the double figures.
Obviously, Romeo's been highly recruited for a while, but is there one area this year that you've seen him really step it up or really?
He's been more vocal. He's been more vocal in practice and with his teammates, trying to get some of the younger guys to understand what's going on out there. He's just had a really good attitude about his leadership role. But his playing, to me, he's improved. But, you know, he doesn't really have weaknesses offensively. I know he's been wanting to work on his ball handling and going to his left and things like that. But so he could get better at them. But for the most part, I thought he played really well tonight. I mean, he made some tough shots. I mean, he's always got at least one guy hanging on him, at least.
Year over year, you have a lot better supporting cast looks versus this time a year ago.
Well, we think we're going to be fine. We really do. You know, we're trying to replace Hibbert from the last 3 years that he played with us, and you couldn't leave him open. I mean, he was a dead 3, so, you know, not only did I have Sean and Romeo, who were dead 3s, and I had Isaac, who was a dead 3. And the year before that, we had Josh Jefferson with those 3 guys when we won it all, and they were all 4 dead. They could all shoot the 3. So now we're trying to bring these other kids along. Darren Starks can shoot the 3. Derek can shoot the 3. Trey, the big kid, he can shoot the 3. So they can do it. But you got to remember, you know, we've got basically out there 2 seniors, Romeo and Sean. Derek Stevens has got a lot of experience, but he's a junior. And then Julian and Trey are both sophomores. And Darren Starks comes off the bench. He's a sophomore. So we're still pretty young in some of those spots. And it's going to take a while for those guys to catch up to what's going on. But if you can beat Bloomington South on the road by double figures and you didn't think you played very well, and they had a guy get 38, better take it.
How critical is Sean in the fourth quarter with 13 points?
Very. He was slow today getting going, his first quarter. And I wasn't very happy with him early, but I thought he played a great second half. So, yeah, very critical at the end. That's what seniors have to do. They got to take over the game at the end.
What kind of adjustments did you talk about at halftime?
Basically, we thought maybe we were a little lethargic offensively, standing around watching Romeo play. Even when we're running sets, they were running, you know, 2 guys at him, and we were talking about getting into 3 areas, sideline, middle, reverse. That gives you 3 passing lanes to pass to. And if guys don't move, like if 2 guys stand pretty much in a straight line, 1 guy can guard him. But if you move into an area where you give that passer 3 options that he can pass to, sideline, middle, reverse, then I think you can get anybody. And the only other one you'll have is a long diagonal over the top. And a lot of times that was probably there. But we'll go back and watch the film. This will be really a good learning experience for us to get ready, and we'll have a long week this week to prepare for Evansville-Harrison and to go over some of this kind of stuff. But it was good for us to get this kind of a test, really.
Jim, I had Julian with the double-double. I had him with 10 and 10. What did you think of his effort tonight?
That's awesome because he's averaging a double-double because he had
He had
12
10,
or 14 in the last game,
Yeah,
and then 15 rebounds.
Yeah, against Charlestown.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's around the basket. He's something else. I mean, he plays a lot bigger than 6'3". He's 6'3".
Right.
And he plays above the rim, so he's
Right.
doing a great job for us. He really is. And, he's a good shot blocker, and couldn't be more happy with him. He's playing well.
With obviously Romeo getting doubled like he is, he's still able to score and make plays. Is that something for some of us that don't get to see him often? We'll get to see how special he really is whenever it's just up to at the college level. He'll just have one guy guarding him.
Yeah, that'll be a luxury he's not used to when he can go to the next level and actually have a center that's big. Like our 5', 6'3". And the 5 at that level, he's getting ready to go to. It's going to be 6'10"ish, or you hope. And he's going to have power forwards that are really power forwards, that are going to be big, bulky guys. And then he's going to be whatever 1, 2, or 3 can play all those spots. And yeah, he'll have the luxury of not having everybody run at him and grab his shirt and do all that stuff they got to do to try to stop him and grab a hold of him and bump him, and he's used to all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm sure he's looking forward to that someday.
He gets that intentional foul on him. He makes it 2 free throws. And he hits an incredible shot in the corner, like double team.
Yeah.
That was kind of a big swing.
It was a big swing, and the intentional foul was a good call because the kid wrapped him up. Wasn't trying to hurt him or anything. Wasn't dirty, but he didn't make a play on the ball. He just wrapped him up. So I thought Momentum really took a swing right there, and I thought Momentum took a big swing too when they held him as he was coming up and out to get a pass. And the guy fouled him, and then Rowe pushed off. And the one referee got the first foul, but the second referee was getting ready to whistle Rowe. That would have been a big momentum builder for them to get an offensive foul on Rowe. So I told him, just be careful about being second because we know he grabs you first. But if they had missed that, you did push off on the second. So yeah, learning stuff all the time, even the great ones.